Hello. Welcome to Gaming for Science and Eternal Strands. Check out my Kinetic two-handed sword. Yeah! I'm gonna start off this episode just having a chat to everyone because we did a bunch of story stuff, or a bunch of different story stuff, I should say, because they asked us to do multiple missions at the same time for different people, that sort of thing. So, we'll just catch up properly with everyone now. Did make the kinetic two-handed sword right before this episode, right at the end of the last one. That's pretty much the only thing I did. Changed my chest armor as well. Just mix things up a little bit.
What I wouldn't give to meet them.
We'll have a little chat.
To think crafters here had stability in their lives, mentors to learn from, and the ability to focus purely on their craft.
You know what you need with that? Coffee.
Such a luxury. And it shows in their work.
We don't know what the Enclave was really like. Wonder if it was as great as it seems. Stability is overrated. I sure saw that there is no better way to learn than on the road. That does sound nice. Wonder what it might be like to stay in one place. Honestly, I don't know what this is like, to stay in one place. So, moved around a little bit. It's the same city for a very long time though. Was it as great as it seems? Obviously they had the arcs, essentially go rogue. They lost control of them as well. So, we'll see. But I think this is what we're gonna go for in this moment.
Now, traveling is a must. But it would be nice to do what we love and have a home.
With a proper forge, too. A full set of tools.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that for her, like having a proper forge all the time. Like a massive one.
Denevron was home to so many before. I wish I could have seen it full of weavers.
Who knows? Maybe Brynn of Carnhaven will go down in history as the one to restore the Enclave to what it once was.
I like your optimism.
If you succeed, I suppose we'll all have a choice to make.
What choice is that?
Do we stick to life on the road? Or do we put down roots?
Yeah, that's that. Maybe that's something for them to think about, depending on what the outcome of this game is. Sev as well, Hey.
I'm worried. We keep pushing deeper into the Enclave. When do you think we'll start working on a way out of here?
Yeah, because he's quite stressed already. He's quite an anxious little boy.
We're the first people through the Veil in almost half a century. Don't you think it's worth taking a look around before rushing out?
Arcs are attacking you at every corner. The surviving weavers don't have control over this place. Why should we stay?
I think we owe it to the Hearthsiders to try to help.
You're right. It's not like we have a way out anyway.
Sev, You're a very smart guy, right? But being too smart can make you anxious as well, because you think about all the bad outcomes instead of only finding solutions.
I have asked our third friend to join us since he demonstrated such insight with the loom gates.
Speaking of smart.
It was just a lucky guess.
Nonsense. The loom gate works. Enough said.
Gents, the, thingy?
Dom said you found it attached to an arc. One that was shut down.
No sign of damage, but this part came off easily.
Safe to assume it wasn't part of the original construction then. The arcs are famously durable.
Brynn, think back. How does it compare to the arc we found outside the Veil?
Exactly the same. Completely motionless. At least, at first.
We should take another look at our newest friend then. Care to do the honors?
And have a look at him. We'll do that in a second. We need to upgrade some powers as well. Oh, I thought we were upgrading the ice wall, but there's another ice one. Okay. Fragile Frost Mine. Okay, that's fun. Lava focused locus of frost magic to instantly cool an area. Detonate it to damage through the shockwave and flash freeze the area in question. So it's like throwing a snowball with a crystal sphere, and you can detonate it. Okay. And this one we also got. That one, I think it was a new one, but still don't know how it works. Imbue a yeah, that's what they were doing. That was what the arc was doing. Imbue a fragment of magic with polishing to create a short-lived ally in combat. They will follow and fight on their own and heal in heat. But be wary, when overly hurt, they will explode in a flaming blast. Okay, very interesting.
I must ask, to step from here all the way to the capital, what did it feel like?
Arriving in the city felt exhilarating, I guess. If that's what you mean.
No. Denevran's amazing, we know. I'm asking about the sensation of being transported such a distance.
I'm so into the tech, but
so
magic.
Far, you'd only done tiny hops through the loom gates. Was there any notable difference crossing hundreds of leagues?
Look how excited Doom is.
Truthfully, there wasn't much of a sensation at all. A flash of light and I was in Denevron. That's it.
Oh, I see. I was hoping for a little more.
He'll try it soon, I know.
There
So.
will be bigger discoveries.
If you're lucky, maybe on the 100th time through, I'll get unspooled.
Oh my
That
god.
would not be ideal.
But it would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Oh, good. I caught you both.
We are thoroughly caught, love.
I can't stop thinking about the Tarmakind helm we forged, Brynn.
Oh, you got more?
I'd written off my early training as a lost cause, but you've sparked my hope.
We'll search high and low, Solar.
To think of it. Traveling the world, sharing knowledge of a lost style of armorcraft.
Yes. I suppose. Oh, I just need to tend to the forge before it cools. Excuse me.
Always so diligent about her forge.
They've been together a long time. I guess he should know, but he tends to get a bit excited with the magic. So I'm just gonna be like, probably he can be very easily distracted at this point, maybe, right? I'll say it.
I don't think that was about her forge, Dom.
Oh?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what, but something's bothering her. Just a word to the wise.
Brynn, you are a very good friend. And I know exactly what will lift her spirits. I have taken advantage of some of your previous work. You know that great Ashpeak drake you harvested?
Yeah.
Hard to forget all the flapping.
Invigorating, isn't it? How to push your own magic into the pattern of a foe, making it so real you can harvest a strand for your mantle. Brutal in a way, but majestic in another. But I digress. I've prepared a gift for my lady wife, and I had hoped you would do me the favor of delivering it.
You don't want to do it yourself?
I'm not the one who felled the drake. It only seems fitting.
I'm happy to help then.
Right.
You got everything you needed from the Strand, Dom?
Absolutely. All part of the preparation. What I needed was just a byproduct. Nothing to prevent us weaving that strand into your mantle. Now, when you have the time, if you would do me the honor and please be the bearer of my surprise for her.
Did I already have the materials or something to get this done?
She is 10 steps or so away. It'll be rough, but I can handle it.
Okay, maybe.
An expected abnormal amount of degradation in the aftermath of the surge.
Looking over the notes from the Bastion.
Dated almost 40 years ago, contemporaneous with the surge. The enchanter who created the notes was quite junior. Most people who had actually designed arcs had died in the surge, it seems.
The best we have is a novice's musings.
The observations appear accurate, and the enchanter was careful not to draw any ill-founded conclusions. But good methodology cannot replace experience. It makes sense now that the Enclave lost control of their own constructs.
The Hearthsiders must be in a rough shape. Ask if regaining control of the arcs is likely. Not all the arcs are hostile. Wonder what makes the one in our campsite different. Some of the documents from the Bastion were obscured. Wonder what the Enclave was hiding. A mystery he would like.
But the
I guess we'll get to talk about everything
from other documents I collected in the Bastion. Do you think the Enclave's leader was trying to hide the Ark hostility from his own people?
I'm not sure how you could hide the fact that constructs taller than a building have gone on a rampage. Still, in times of crisis, paranoid governments have tried to bury all manner of scandals. And the Enclave certainly seems paranoid.
The Ark we followed through the Veil wasn't hostile. Any new ideas on what makes it different?
No new leads. Maybe we'll uncover more as you continue to explore Denevran, but we do know our little friend is quite resilient to magic in general, and certainly could have contributed.
If we could help the Hearthsiders get on their feet, do you think they could regain control of the Arks?
Anyone who knew anything about the Ark's core design is long dead. A particularly innovative enchanter might have some luck with minor malfunctions, but the Arks aren't simply shut down or stumbling blindly in fields they once farmed. They've become violent, presumably even against their creators, and that won't be solved by something as simple as reapplying their grease.
There's no hope of regaining control.
With enough dedication, time, and research, anything is possible, but it won't be easy. Don't stay your blade just yet.
I guess there's still a lot of Arks smashing in my future.
For the time being, at least. Unfortunate.
Yeah. If we can't use them to farm, they make great scrap.
Oh, relegating the Enclave's premier innovation to scavenged parts isn't a victory we should be celebrating.
It's something.
It is something. Let's go give it to Sola. And shut a bit first.
You seemed a little discouraged earlier when we were talking to Dom.
I was. I know he means well, but sometimes Dom's enthusiasm can be a bit much.
He seemed supportive.
Oh, he is, but let's just say sometimes he latches onto an idea without considering alternatives. It's fine. You're sweet to ask.
Don't worry. He got something for you at least. Maybe he latched onto this idea too fast though. I don't know. We'll see.
Hi. Something you need?
Okay. Should play it straight, simply present the gift to her. This isn't just a gift, it's a gift from Dom. Offer the gift with some ceremony. Solus has been in a bit of a strange mood, share the gift in a subdued way. Tough one. He did want us to present the gift to her, and he would usually be enthusiastic enough to just like, hey, it's from me. Maybe. We'll do it in a subdued way. It doesn't feel entirely right either. Just put us like, bam, you know. Let's try this.
I'm here as a courier for the moment. Dom's made you something, and he's asked if I would present it.
I did indeed. But cannot resist being here for the unveiling.
It's beautiful. When did you have time to make a planishing hammer of all things?
Oh, I wouldn't know where to begin, love. But I did see you eyeing one several moons ago when we passed through Udea. I bought it quietly, and have been hoping to enchant it for some time. Our point was happy to oblige me with the materials needed.
That's really thoughtful. What kind of enchantment?
It applies a small spike of heat with each strike to smooth out the process, as it were. I've even wondered if something like cinder linen could catalyze higher heats, so each hammer in your collection could spike to exacting levels. The possibilities are endless. And lightweight. Keep your smithy even more portable.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's lovely, but I don't know if we'll need a whole set of them. It must be challenging to make.
If it makes life on the road easier for you, it's worth the effort.
Well, maybe. We don't need to be on the road all the time.
We did talk about the settling down part, you know.
But that's a weaver's life.
Not in the Enclave. Look. It's an absolutely lovely hammer, and I cannot wait to try it out. Brynn, look forward to the smoothest armor.
Yes, well, very good. I have some things I should sort out.
Oh no. Oh no. They have different opinions on something important, you know. But they haven't had to talk about it before because the life of a weaver was always on the road regardless and she couldn't do anything about it all.
Everything okay?
Yes, it is. I'm probably making something out of nothing. I've just got a lot on my mind. Oh, gods! I forgot to thank him for the hammer. I'd better go do that.
Thank you.
Do you suppose she liked it after all?
The hammer?
Yes, of course. I worry she didn't.
Your intentions were perfect, Dom. If you feel it didn't land properly, just ask her. Seriously. It was a very thoughtful gift.
I had thought so. I'm just a little surprised she didn't say thank you.
She got a bit distracted, eh?
She remembered. Just a little late.
Okay, we'll go do that. Do we have codex compiling? Okay, let's do that. Got 3 of them. Mark of the Living Flame, Highland Ice Claw as well. Archons. Okay, let's go. Typically considered the greatest of the Enclave's innovations, the Archons are tireless constructs built through unknown means by master enchanters. So secret was the means of their creation that anyone involved in their manufacture was essentially removed from public life. And yet, despite the cost, any Enclave enchanter would have taken the opportunity without question. Archons range from the size of an adult Ashar, like Lane, to towering creations able to stand level with a tall building. From records by visitors to the Enclave, each Archon seemed to be able to move and work autonomously, though they were known to primarily act upon orders given by enchanters trained to manipulate them. It seems that this art was significantly less secret than the matter of their construction. Archons also seem to require no external power, suggesting that the magic that powers their function is gathered from the very air, reminiscent of how weavers' cloaks do the same. However, we still do not understand the mechanics behind this functionality. They do not wear mantles, as far as we can see at least, but one informed guess is that the Enclave's magical mineral known as coral is a vital component of their musculature, allowing the unhindered transfer of magic within their bodies. Ostensibly, the Archons were all built for the construction and maintenance of the Enclave. While we cannot confirm that they certainly performed those tasks, our Weaver Band's first-hand experiences with them have confirmed that in combat situations they can be deadly opponents. The likes of sighting blades, blasts of kinetic magic, and devastating gouts of flame are at their disposal. Whether these aggressive behaviors are simply a degradation of their enchantments or a deliberately crafted set of alternative behaviors remain a topic of hot debate among our band. Any who could provide insight on the matter are presumably long dead. And now regarding the Ark of the Living Flame, let's figure out how to harvest it. The Arks of the Living Flame were famed before the search for their ability to create and guide flame servants for precision application of flame or delicate tasks. Coupled with the Ark's ability to create intense focused flame, they were found to be invaluable for clearing vast swathes of the Enclave's outskirts for development. Often coupled with the Ark of the Stricken Earth, the one that we fought first, The massive duo could break a caravan road in a matter of days instead of months. From the strand our point was able to gather, combined with our watch's observations, it seems the locus of his power is in the center of the pillar of fire that burns on top of its head. That is not to say the pillar of fire is the only place from which it draws its power. There seems to be additional load-bearing loci around his body and staff, which I suspect may be stores of raw magic that it draws upon to create its violent gouts of fire. With the information we've gathered, our working theory is that one may be able to reach those additional small loci and damage them to disrupt the Crown of Flames. If this theory holds, the crown should be quenched, allowing access to the main locus point, as Dam commented when we were comparing notes. Only one way to find out. Okay, so the other small loci around his body and staff, once they are done, we might be able to get on top. Okay. Highline Ice Claw. We were able to harvest that on first try. Easy peasy. A natural predator of the frosty Calnhaven Mountains and the remote wilds of the Sansha Empire. The Highland Iceclaw is a terrifying, beautiful, and unexpected sight here in the Enclave. Given both the unsuitable climate and distance from its homeland, I can only guess that a breeding population was established here by escapees from private zoo or aviary, though the Iceclaw's size would require an enclosure of considerable scale and strength. One of my most prized possessions is an Iceclaw tail feather I was gifted as a child, and so it is not an understatement to say that I am transfixed by this beast. Away from the near constant cloud cover of the natural habitat, their plumage howls in opalescent shades of orange and blue. It is stunning, to say the least. I understand our need to harvest strands and other resources from these out-of-place predators, but out of all of our hunt marks, I regret this one perhaps the most. So to summarize our knowledge, while dangerous at all times and in all environments, the Iceclaw is most terrifying in two specific conditions. The first is in proximity of its nesting grounds, as they are understandably fiercely protective of their eggs. The second is the savage winter storms that sweep across their natural habitat. Iceclaws fearlessly take wing in these buffering gales, seemingly unaffected by the lancing ice and bitter cold, ready to hunt anything or anyone caught in the tempest. Do you think they have eggs nearby, and then maybe there's like something extra we can get from them if we fight them in like bad weather or something? Between our band's records and Oria's prior experiences, it's consistent that locus points for these beasts are only open to harvesting when they're riding the winds. Of course, a beast in flight is uniquely positioned to throw any point clear, and so the key is to hamper their flight enough so that they cannot roll to toss the weaver in question free. Damaging a wing is best, but both will discourage the flight entirely at delicate balance. So we might not have to take down the materials on the back either then, just a wing and then go for it. Further, Oria noted that it can be advantageous to weaken the creature's legs before attempting to harvest. These beasts have no qualms otherwise with diving from the sky and slamming down into the ground to dislodge a rider. With considerable force, hurting their legs forces a gentle landing. Okay, so the legs will help it go up more, similar to, I guess, what we're doing in the horns of the drake.
Any lawkeeper, the history this place contains. Almost overwhelming, or it would be for a lesser academic.
Yes, only for a lesser academic.
But not for you.
No. Certainly I can pass through decades of lost tomes and solve the greatest mystery of our time.
Obviously, Lane, you can do that.
Why wouldn't I succeed where other researchers who have spent far
longer immersed in
weaver culture have failed?
Well, you've certainly got something they don't.
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Kidding. You've got access to the Enclave.
That's exactly it, isn't it? It's the opportunity of a lifetime. What if I don't make the most of it?
All you can do is try. It's all any of us can do.
I suppose you're right.
Suppose so.
After seeing the spire, I can't help but wonder how effective the Enclave's governance was. Did their system work? Was it better than what we have across the Maida? Many questions present themselves.
Do any answers present themselves?
Well, we have the raw facts. If I recall correctly, their government was run by a council that varied in size through the years. At the top of the pecking order were the eye, the spindle, and the axle. All representatives voted in by the council members, or various guilds. The documentation currently available to me is rather lacking in detail, though. The succession processes, for example, are unclear.
How does it compare to what you have at home?
Undoubtedly more functional, I'll give it that. The Udean Federation is, to put it plainly, a mess. To the point where our unofficial national dish is a specially prepared meringue that lasts approximately 10 seconds before collapsing.
You alright?
I know we're talking politics, but truth be told, all I can think about now is food.
Very important.
Kaz might have gathered some herbs. You could try sweet-talking her into mixing something up.
In that case, I think I'll go bother her for dinner. You can't do archival work on an empty stomach, after all.
Of course. And in terms of outline, history, politics and leadership. We're missing some here, I guess. Yeah. Cutting the half chat is okay. Did we talk about this before? I don't think we've talked about this before. The region currently occupied by the Enclave City-State was formerly contested land where the alleged ownership shifted between Tassa and various Udean city-states, steadily depending on the cartographer's political leanings. Don Brynn also laid claim to parts of the region. In practice, however, the land was deemed far too hostile to settle, and the matter of its ownership was merely a battle of rhetoric. The political stasis changed when a group of enterprising weavers led by a man named Maximilian Arden secured rights to attempt a settlement of location from all three claimant nations. Arden hailed from the old money in Brenlin and was a famed weaver, allowing him access to those with considerable clout in all the three claimant nations. Through a series of deft maneuvers, he managed to secure rights of settlement from Tassa, Udia, and Don Brenning, and then used those rights to convince each patron in turn that pushing their claim could spark a war. Thankfully, Arden had a solution. He would purchase the settlement rights and found something independent. The gamble paid off. Rather than insider questions and diplomatic tensions from credible foes, the nations agreed to sell their claim to Arden. The land could become someone else's problem, and in the event of a war sparking, each country's coffers could benefit from Arden's money, though the amount he paid each was comparatively a pittance. With rights secured, Arden's team established Arden's Landing, a small settlement that grew over time to a trade port. Weavers across the Maida were drawn by the opportunities afforded by the new land, and many found themselves staying for good, often called horse riders. Often called horse riders by the roving weaver bands. These early settlers laid the foundations for what would grow into the modern-day enclave. Okay. We don't know anything about these. The Enclave City-States not yet. We know this is where we are now. And we'll do an overview of the locations later. I think we're pretty good here. Maida Basin. I don't know, we don't need that yet. Okay, guilds and organization, this is for the stuff we need to do. I don't know anything. Races. Casillo, I don't know why I've called them Kashar sometimes. They are different. Kashar is a mix of Ashar and Casillo. And it is understood that such romances require more of each other, with natural resting points as opposite. You must find a compromise, opinionated by modern alchemy. Okay, but our band has a couple that sometimes benefit from such aids. In fact, that would be Sola and Dom, maybe. And then also accepted is the simple truth that children of such parents are rare as well, even should the couple be trying for such. Specific mechanics of how and why are best left to more detailed text, but such as those stored in hidden and poorly secured compartments under Casman's sock drawer. Yes, man. But suffice to say that the Kashar, and as such children are called, are a source of much joy for parents and community alike, as they stand a living testament to the cooperation of the two people. Often living on a spectrum between their parents, Kashar are quite varied in appearance. Some post horn, though many are smaller than those of their Cassiel parents. Some could pass a full Ashar and Cassiel. There seems to be no specific predictor or commonality between Kashar, except that to A1 they all seem to simply need less sleep than most anyone else. Often capable of staying awake for days on end without seemingly no ill effects. Oh wow. Kashar often describe moments of fatigue when it hits them as overwhelming, and they can't sleep for a whole day away on those times. Wow. Okay. Oh, Brynn, that's what's her name? Our bird friend, I guess. And is Seva Ram then? Because this is the alien race, there's only one, right? More into that later. What is it? Spirits? Okay, that's not ready yet. Okay, I feel like we still have a lot of stuff. The Archons we talked about just now. Scry, that's fine. Limb gates are fine. Yep. I think we are doing pretty well on our understanding so far. Did we talk about all of this? I don't think we did. No, I don't know that her parents were innkeepers. I don't know. Where's Lucia the Crassus? Interesting. We'll have to go into that later. Okay, let's continue this. Work on device.
Same place? Well observed, Sev. You were correct.
Just a lucky guess.
Up. No more of that. Lady, gentlemen, I think we can confidently assert conspiracy.
2 devices does start a pattern.
And a pattern that must predate the Surge, since we found a device that was outside the Veil.
True. That gives us a what and a when, but leaves a whom, a how, and a why.
And how many arcs have been affected?
It does follow that if we found 2, there could be more.
I'll keep an eye out for tampered arcs.
Some may have restarted on their own, like the one we followed through the Veil.
They're going to fight back, aren't they?
It does seem to be, Allah. Yes.
Okay, I think we're good. So you have something more to say? No. We would have... Yes. Guess when... It's mean...
33, 34, 35, 36. Gods, we'll need more than that.
Everything all right?
Oh, hey. Yeah, I just can't shake this feeling that we're not prepared.
Prepared for what?
I don't know. Maybe the masked figure stalking you. Or the hostile Archons at every turn. Or, sorry, I'm doing it again. This isn't on you.
It's all good. But maybe you should take a break. After all, we can't plan for everything.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's what we always said at sea.
Right. Lane mentioned you joined the Udean relief efforts.
Ever the gossip, aren't they? Yeah. At 16, I left on Brynn with a trading company to help.
Wow. Isn't 16 pretty young for relief work?
I wanted to go at 15, but it took a year to convince my parents.
I can hardly believe they let you.
After months of begging, I wore them down. I loved life on the water. The rhythm of running a ship. The sun on your face during the day. The waves rocking you to sleep at night. And we were helping people.
I think I miss the smell of the ocean the most.
And fresh air, oof, as well. I'm just in the one, two. Oh, cities. I feel like everything's so tight, you know, like the air is tight. It's weird, it's weird. Well, it's a sense of difference, basically. And I prefer the mountains. Tell her the smell of pine trees. Beats seawater any day. That sounds nice. Tell her I haven't traveled by sea much, but would like to.
Life on the ocean sounds pretty nice. I've always dreamed of sailing on a ship. Never had the opportunity, though.
I could take you sailing someday if you'd like.
Take me sailing, Gasman!
I'd like that a lot.
My seafaring days feel pretty far behind me now. It's been a few years since I left to join Aurea.
Why did you stop?
Aurea.
Always mouths to feed. Critical supply shortages. Not just materials, but medicine. It felt like I could never do enough. So I walked away. I still feel guilty, though.
You probably helped more people in those years than many do in a lifetime. Needing to step away from the work doesn't erase all the good you did. There's nothing to feel guilty about.
I guess you're right. I just wish there was a way to turn off the little voice in my head telling me I should have done more.
Well, I'm happy to have a stern word with it anytime you like.
Thanks. I'd better get back to work, but this talk helped.
I like the conversation with Casmin. You know, it's pretty like, oh, you know. She's like, yeah, worries, you know, but in reality...
So? What was it like?
She's doing good things.
Exploring the Never.
And she just needs to be reminded that she's doing well. And... I mean, it is pretty empty.
It's like nostalgia for something I've never lived. Even abandoned, the architecture, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just have this longing to see it filled with weavers.
I know the feeling. Still, I can't
For
help but
sure.
be a little jealous that you're walking its streets. Even abandoned.
You'll be back out there soon enough. How's the wing feeling these days?
Oh, getting better all the time, don't worry about me. After the surge, no one was even sure that anyone inside the Veil survived. Yet, clearly they've been here in dire straits this entire time. Why didn't they lower the Veil to seek help? Surely a few broken arcs isn't what stopped them.
Hostars are in survival mode because they must have had a reason. Enclave leadership fell into disarray, conclude they were overwhelmed. The Enclave kept secrets. Wonder what else they hid. You know the Horse Riders are in survival mode, speculating they might have a reason, I think. The last one is also more correct, I would say. But, you know, I think this is something to point out.
Whatever their reasons are for keeping the Veil active, we shouldn't judge them too harshly for it.
I agree completely. Still... never mind. It's silly.
Can't help but wonder what life might have been like if they'd lowered the Veil.
For sure.
Not just for them, but for all of us. No matter who you were or where you came from, the Enclave could be your home. After the Surge, Weavers didn't just lose the Enclave. We were outcasts in every nation. Not that I need to tell you that. You sacrificed a lot to become a Weaver. The Veil served as a constant reminder that magic was the source of all the world's problems. A convenient scapegoat for every failed leader. And Weavers were an acceptable casualty. And the Hearthsiders just left it there.
So we need to find out why.
Oh yeah. Okay. Quick pets. And then we will head out. Oh no, now Sev, you wanna say something, yeah?
How are you feeling about this whole Archon sabotage investigation, Sev?
I am unsettled.
Well, as usual.
The thought of
You
arcs
know?
being smuggled out of the Enclave makes me wonder what else was happening just before the surge.
No, but his maybes are pretty good. Like, he's like, you know, he wants him to think about everything because that's what he does, but we just don't want him to get anxious about it. And the Enclave was famed for the security. But this cuts out from them that's smoking. That will make him less secure, more anxious. Obviously, what the liquid handle pointed out, that's going to be sugar tea.
We can't change the past.
Just focus
Just pick
him,
up the
at least for
pieces and
now.
try to figure out what happened. Anyone organized enough to smuggle an ark outside the Vale had to have had support. They must have left a trail.
You're right. It's just the implications of an ark being smuggled out. Was someone trying to reverse engineer how they were built? And if so...
The best way to put those worries to bed is to keep searching.
Right. And now, here we go, because this is just... Yeah, Atelier 3. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Good. I don't think we can up it, can we? I mean, yeah. How much do we need again? I need 50, because we gotta go for that. Can do a lot of those though. Let's go down to like 10 or something like that. 50? Yeah, there we go. Cool. So there's level 4 as well. Okay. Do you have anything to say about your upgrade? Oh, okay, well, whatever then. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna head out for a short one then. We spent like already almost 40 minutes or something just doing story stuff. This is night, so we wanna go to Dredger's Mire at night here. We wanna get some more choruses, I think. I'll pick up the last shrine as well. Well, not the shrine, the what's it called? Loom Gate. I didn't pick it up before. So the mushrooms, I don't know where they are, but I know where the
Not to complain,
Oh.
but there's actually too much magic out here.
Like a thick
Oh.
fog when it really settles in.
Oh wow. Pretty cool actually. Let's go down. So this is the kinetic attack. Yeah! And I can still do my smash. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna focus on the task at hand because I think we're gonna try to teleport in between the different locations to multitask a little bit because we need to go to the gloomy area. You know, it's good to make sure that it's still at night. Okay, relax, dude. I'll take your fur, don't worry. Let's see. I think I heard it, right? Ooh, I didn't see that codex entry before. Oops. not the ancient thing, right? Yeah, no, it's not. Like, do you glow? These are mushrooms. It's not these. Let's see. This should light up a little bit or give some indication that it can be picked up, so not too worried about not having seen them yet. Hello. How are you today? Good sir. Very icy, dude. Relax, relax. Tap mushrooms. And I guess the mushrooms could be the other one. Go. Leveling up. Can hear the dragon, I think. But where is it?
Just need to grab those ink caps and we'll have everything laid out.
Since I haven't spotted anything yet, I assume they will be linked with Hollow. This is where... Oh. Codex entry. Codex entry. And conjures the small boy. Wait a moment for this. Good. Do a quick run over here as well, just to make sure we haven't missed anything. Yeah, there he is. Yeah. Are those mushrooms? Yes, they are. What is this? A chest for me. Oh, am I crazy enough to go in there? Yeah, I am. Still need more mushrooms, it looks like. So I came this way. Look over here, yep, perfect. I can do it again in the air. Oh. I can fly. How many mushrooms do you want? 3, 4, 5.
If I pick up any
Perfect.
more of these, I'll have to spend an entire day scrubbing the ink off my hands.
Yeah.
This should be enough for the rigging the lane.
Okay. Okay. Oh, is there something there? Or is that vitality and stuff? Okay. Do we say hello to the Drake quickly? Yeah, why not? We can find it. Hello. Okay, I figured out how to do the arrows. Okay, okay. Perfect. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Moves too close or on the creature's command. Okay. Let's see. Try to get it to land. What's fall damage? Eh? What's fall damage? Okay, let's go up, please. Come on. Ah, such a beast. And the music when I am taking down the dragon. So good, so good.
Always do with a little heat.
Okay. Let's just get up there quickly, because I think there was a dragon scale at top as well. Oh. Yep, I see it. Perfect. That needs to go back. Search envoys landing for a route with lower path. Okay. I want to start with the supply route, if possible. Depending on how long it is. So now we can find out if we can teleport through as well with the lodestones. Lodestone? Doesn't sound entirely right. Ah, this weapon. Yeah, easy. That's the secret area, bastion upper. That's another Ashpeak Drake. Ah, I see. Brynn Glasstail. Well, that's not something I have seen yet. That's not the Ark. Let's have a look at that. See what we can find. It's very icy now, yeah. Okay. This is like an at night kind of situation. And
It's a good thing heat waves like this don't last long, or the plants would cook.
Farewell food supply.
oh, just because of the drought, I need this
Anything
opposite.
flammable will
Okay.
ignite and spread far too easily.
That's what I kind of want. So I'm assuming this guy that is coming here now.
Another.
Thingy. don't see. We dropped something else. Let's have a look at this. It's running away. Coming around? Yeah. Okay.
Kinetic glass-tail. On a stormy night back home, their roars echo in the howling winds.
Okay. Well, missed it. What do I need to do with this one? Hypothetically. Probably it's on its back, right? Oh, this. Impatient, impatient. On the leg there as well. Similar style, I guess. Work on and on the head. Run away a little bit. He ran away. I feel like that was because he was afraid of me, though, necessarily. Halfway down, and it hasn't been too complex already. Need to make sure that I am not doing something stupid. I only got some trauma from this area when one of my more serious deaths happened around here. Serious, or more devastating at least. This way. I think, even though there's stuff over there. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, perfect. Now this is very on fire. There was a couple of things I wanna drop quickly. So I wanna make sure I'm picking these up instead. Oh, where are you? There's one of those out here as well. The ice potion right here. And then if I can run like this, that's everything. So I'm going to get on his head properly, I think. Seems like the head is the best. The thing that would be missing, if anything is missing. I couldn't directly hit those horns on the sides very easily. Oh. Something there, right? Like if it crashes into something. Oh yeah. But without his... But that's his thing or not? Let's try it again. Let's make him run into something. No. I don't know where it is.
No, too weak. The only way to strengthen a power is through active harvest.
But how do we harvest it? Well, okay, now we will have it in the codex for next time. Which was the goal, at least. That's the goal of any Any first skill like that? Oh, wait, these switches as well. I think you are important. Look at it, spam. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Someone's over there. Okay, let's head back. Actually, yeah, let's probably go back now and get the codex entry for that. Figure out how to beat them. Next time we'll do the Hunting Companion for Lane. Any quest for Lane as well. Perfect. I'll save all of those resources for our time to delete them as well.
Brynn, a moment. I'm collecting data, surveying the team, so to speak. One question is all I need answered. Do you think Ava deserves a share in any rewards for the work undertaken by the Weaver Band?
That's the doggy. And it's got a point. She responds seriously as being silly. I think yes.
Of course. But we might have to find something other than gold and...
Further elaboration is optional, of course, but what comes to mind?
Back in Calnhaven, we took our pack beasts to the hot springs. I think she'd love a spa day up in the mountains, don't you?
Oh, that's very good. I'll make a note of that.
Would you?
Anything else you need?
No, that's quite enough for now. Thank you.
Perfect.
I took a break from work earlier to watch you on the scry. The way you take down those giant beasts, it's...
Yeah.
breathtaking.
Except for that one Drake. When I was figuring shit out.
Poetry in motion, even. If you weren't already journaling your exploits, well, I'd be dedicating page upon page to them.
I don't get to see myself from the outside very often.
Alas, if only I were an accomplished artist.
Too bad. I want to see what I look like when I'm exploring places that haven't been seen for decades.
Even without pictorial aids, you look brave, confident, powerful, ready for anything.
You had those adjectives ready to roll. Been watching me a lot.
Yes, it's what naturally came to mind, promise. Words are more my specialty, as I said.
Good words, good words.
I brought you a bag full of what looks like Arthur's breakfast.
The ink caps and sprigs of Diane's chorus. Lovely. And Oria didn't have any problems with Watcher's Wisp.
She noticed a pretty immediate improvement. Seems like it worked a treat.
Okay then.
Wonderful. I'll keep on producing the solution for her then.
Ah, okay. Didn't know that. Permanent reduces the cooldown on the Watcher's Wisp. Okay,
Another
that's not very
project on
helpful
my to-do
actually.
list. How delightful.
Didn't know you could do that.
You, are we?
Quite the opposite. If I only had one thing to think about, I'd be tearing my hair out in frustration. This
Okay.
suits me.
We need to see the white here though, Lane. We need to see
For
the white
example,
here
since
at
this
some
began,
point.
I've been thinking about what else I could do with those glowing plants you collected. Perhaps I could mix up glow-in-the-dark ink, for example.
Okay.
My focus is on utility, though. And one must ask, would glow-in-the-dark ink be helpful? What do
I
you
mean,
think?
what if it's night? Okay, you know, oh yeah, speculate on the trust. A fascinating concept. Speculate on its strategic uses. We could all use a laugh. Suggest using it to play a trick on someone. I mean, that is also funny. It could be used for hunting, perhaps, to make a guess as to how.
Perhaps it could be used to make maps that you can read by starlight.
I don't know. I read all of my research materials. by
Stop
lantern.
figuring out that
I don't know if
solution.
it's
What if you don't have a
useful to make
light?
Glowing maps.
If it were up to me, all my maps would glow in the dark. But I use them differently than you do.
Oh, of course. I hadn't considered that perspective at all. Perhaps I should try researching in the dark to better understand how you operate.
Yes.
I don't think you'd make much of a dent in your workload. But sometimes it's nice to sit in the dark with only your thoughts. It's worth a shot.
Very true. After all, the idea for enhancing Watcher's Wisp only came to me while I was staring at a tree.
Really?
A tree?
Upon further reflection, I don't think I could possibly make that make sense to you. My point is, as you suggested, idle thought can indeed yield wonderful dividends in inspiration. Nevertheless, I will keep you abreast of any developments, though I think this project may fall by the wayside in favor of more pressing concerns for now.
Absolutely. Do you need anything else? If not, I'll leave you to it.
Not right now.
Anytime.
Oh, yeah. Lane. Pretty good, right? I need to upgrade for that. And codex entry. Did we not get a codex entry for defeating that monster? Oh no. Where are they? Oh no. Oh, here. Ice wall. What? The burning glass is most famous member of the species was an ancient piece called Old Shot, administered the northern coastal part of Don Brynn. Every weaver north warfare Pantel knows these glass cells are not to be messed with. They can freeze the water right off the air. My mantle was a gift from Pelagia. Back in my old band, Aaron yelled at her for an hour for wasting resources on a point so new to me. She was so sweet, he was an ass. Time to prove just how much I deserve my emotions. It's so hard always want to push my mantle further. But how do I harvest the mantle? Damn it. I don't actually know. I guess we can do some more of this at least. Can we do some upgrades actually? Do that. So much stuff as well. Right here, such these. 6 is what you need for some of them, right? So I do like this. And I can make some proper upgrades here. Mantle powers level 3 for the biggest upgrade. Can I get to 125? That wasn't intentional, but okay. Yeah, let's do this. Ah, so that's the max level for the atelier. Okay. Good to know, good to know. But this is not max level for Casimir at all, I hope. But for this as well. Level 4. Okay, this is max. Cool. You have anything to say to me then? You're welcome. Actually, I have more things to craft, or potential crafts. Oh, yeah, that looks better. It's much cooler. Opportunity course, max magic. Take the bonus. I'll take the bonus health for now. But now I can upgrade Ensnaring Blast one more time, which I haven't really used since I got it. But you know, pairs well with other abilities and attacks as it gathers. Because if you do that and then follow it up with the Frost Mine, for example, ooh, I see how that works. And level 3 Drake's Breath. You know, making some progress. You never have to deal with those again then, in a way.
Dan, care to pass the time with a game of Panjal?
After last time? Absolutely not.
What a silly loser.
I'll play a game. I can upgrade my weapon as well. So the upgrade. What do I care about upgrading? Cinder infused lemon, right? What can I do instead? That will make it. Will it make it drastically worse? No. Do I have more? No. Can I add something to this? Yes, frostbite leather.
I think you and I are the only ones here who can swing one of these.
Yeah,
And Sev.
And Sev. Yeah, probably Sev can do it. No problems. The problem is that if we remove the bronze from this, it's not gonna become a lot of gold, is it? What about the gold? What about this? We want to elevate the heat resist for sure, so let's see. Here is only about heat resist. This is the same, almost the same. No. It needs to be candle side.
That's an intimidating silhouette.
And can I upgrade it? Oh, Serenite. Anyway, probably yeah, whatever. It'll look very good, but you know, we'll work on the fashion show later. Actually, this is taking a lot of time. I think it's been like half of the time just talking to people, more than half, like 2/3 of this episode. Then, because you know, imagine that this game has a story and the characters are interesting. Like, what is going on? This is not allowed. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and you want to comment as well. You know, who do you like the most of the companions? And yeah, okay, bye.